Hello everyone, Rainbow Jack here, and I'm back with a Ladybug redesign this time. I wanted to give Ladybug and other characters some different outfits, cause some of them kinda really need it. Some outfits are already really cool, like Rina Rouge or Carapace or Purple Tigress, which are some of the best and you can really see the effort, but I'll still redesign them in future videos. Cause I don't wanna redesign only the ones I think could need some improvement. I'll redesign every costume as if I'm making a reboot or something like that. I'll keep the characters recognizable and their civilian forms will be mostly the same. I won't even draw the civilian forms. I'll add just like a small expression in the drawing, but not a full body thing. And I'm also gonna redesign the Kwamis, but I'll do the Kwamis in a separate video, maybe in 2 parts. Also, I'm not gonna rewrite the show or the characters, cause I've seen that many other YouTubers have already done that with their redesigns or speed paints, and they did a fantastic job, so I'm just here to do a cute redesign and maybe change a few plot points here and there, and mostly talk about the outfits and superpowers, cause that's what interests me. And to also show you my approach and thought process for these things. Also, I'm not here to trash the costumes in the show too much. Like, you can still like them. I'm not saying they're unlikable or that there's something wrong with liking them. I also like some of the bad outfits, like Ladybug, for example. I know what people say about that outfit, but there's just something about it that I really like. I like the silhouette and the ponytails, but I still plan on redesigning the Ladybug suit in a future video, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's get into the drawing. My main focus was to give Ladybug basically a cooler outfit and to play with her silhouette a bit more, so I added some shoulder pads and some fluffy short pants, cause some of the hero costumes in the show are kinda limited to the classic latex kind of outfit, and I like how from the close-ups some have that cool texture. Here's an image. But from a distance, some of the outfits seem a bit too plain. Like Felix's Flare Meetable costume, for example. It's right on the verge of being too empty. Or you know what? It actually is too empty. I wanted to give it a chance, but I just can't. It's it just doesn't have enough elements. Like, if it had like 2 extra things, like a belt and something else, I don't know, it feels like it misses something.
It was supposed to give, but it did not give what needed to be gave to the highest of giving.
I like the texture up close because it fills some of the empty space, but from afar, you know, it's meh. And that also goes for Alex's dog transformation. Like, she looks cute, but that's her worst transformation. Like, what's with that poopy brown, sis? I mean, that wasn't her main transformation, I know, but they still should have put a bit more effort into it. And that's another thing that kind of annoys me, is that whenever a character has a secondary transformation, like how Alex got the dog before the bunny, or how Marinette used Mulo, the mouse miraculous, whenever someone has secondary transformations, they're not that great. Like, they are very simple, and I don't know why that is, but I still wish they were better. I don't know if the secondary transformations have a different pipeline until they make the final model. Like, I know the main transformations like Ladybug, Cat Noir, Queen Bee, Rina Rouge and others like that have tons of concepts that look great, and like some of the final designs are also great, but they go through a more complex process, and I don't know if they do the same thing for the secondary transformations, but I mean, I can't help but think that maybe there are some concept designs for the secondary transformations that looked better, and I don't know why in so many shows the concepts get scrapped out. Like, I understand some of them don't fit the character, but like, you can still take the things that worked and change them. Like, Pigela's concept designs were so great, and her final design is just so annoying. I can't wait to redesign that one, by the way. The tutu doesn't work at all with the whole outfit. It's so messy and so out of place. But anyway, I wish they did a better job with secondary transformations. So yeah, I really don't like the poopy brown they chose for Alex's dog transformation. I know from what I remember, the episode kinda had a blue filter over it or something, because they were in that Vanix dimension. I don't know how you call that place, but I might be wrong. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but the outfit might just look like an old cold poop. Like, it looks constipated, it's not even a healthy poop, you know? I feel like the only working kind of brown for a hero outfit, it's like a milk chocolatey or even a caramelly type of brown, the type of warm brown you would want to touch or lick, I don't know, like a sweet brown. Now, back to Ladybug. I'm not excluding her OG basic costume from my alternate universe, she still has it, but only for the first few transformations. After that, she becomes more confident and comfortable, and her outfit switches to the one I'm currently drawing, because it would make more sense like this, I feel like, and not how it happened in the show, where it basically took 3 seasons for a costume change. And I know in the show's timeline it's been like half a year since Mari and Adrian got their Miraculous, but in our real world, waiting like 5 years for that, it's kinda too much. So yeah, in my story this happens somewhere at the end of season 1, you know, because that will also add more oomph to the season finale, because you will also have a costume change, and I don't know how season 1 ended, what happened there, but a costume change would have definitely been a great addition. So I wanted Ladybug's outfit to look more equipped for battle while also being stylish and cute, and to give off a confident vibe while also reflecting Marinette. I basically wanted an outfit that looked like she could hang out in, but also kick some akumatized ass if needed. So I added some red spots on her knees and elbows to make it look like those things you wear when you go roller skating. I know their outfits are indestructible and they don't need extra protection, but I wanted it to visually look like there's protection there. I don't know, I just wanted to add some red spots and I think they look nice there. Now, the mask. I wanted it to be more unique, and I added some cute antennae on it to make her resemble a ladybug more, and also because their masks are kind of boring and they could use them to add more personality and uniqueness, you know. They're basically like blank canvases, but they use them for nothing. Like, some masks they did work very well just the way they are, but some of them are just boring AF. And also, Ladybug kinda lacks some Ladybug characteristics, like Cat Noir has his cat ears and tail and they're enough, but Ladybug has her spots, which are enough to identify what creature she is, but I still wanted a bit more than that. I wanted to incorporate all a Ladybug has to offer into her outfit, because they did a great job when it comes to other outfits to make them resemble their Kwami, like Rina Rouge, but they could have done more for other outfits. I don't know, this is just my personal opinion and view on their outfits. If you have something to add or a completely different opinion, please leave it down in the comments. I'd really love to see your ideas. Now, I didn't add wings, and I know it contradicts what I just said, because wings are the second most iconic part of a ladybug, but wings would just make her more overpowered than she already is. And I didn't want to just aesthetically add them as a cape or something, because I didn't think it would fit her outfit.
No capes.
The way I approached her transformation, it's like a fusion between her and her Kwame. Not like a literal fusion like in Steven Universe, but that kinda gives me an idea for another video. Oh my god, maybe the final form of a miraculous holder is them actually fusing with the Kwame. I really wanna draw that. It would look so cool. But yeah, the costume is just a blend between a human and a ladybug, and she won't be able to fly in my vision because of that, because the human part is like a weakness. It doesn't let the Kwame reach its full potential, which it's also kind of a good thing because we've seen what happens when a Kwame uses their power without a holder. So in order to fly, she will need that space power up. But maybe when they reach the final form, the holder could use the Kwame's full potential without issues, and they could fly and do all sorts of things and have like unlimited uses of their power. But they have to train and be super strong and stuff like that, like becoming one with the Kwame, that type of shenanigan. Also, I kinda added the wing element in her pigtails that kind of resemble a flying ladybug, and I actually wanted to make her pigtails more closed when she's Marinette, but when she transforms, her pigtails are more opened, but in the sketch this isn't very noticeable. Oh, and I have an issue with Marinette's design in the show regarding her pigtails. It's that they look like they are glued, like they are just one piece, and it annoys me a bit. It looks like, you know, when you buy a new brush and the tip of the brush it's glued together. That's what I see when I see her pigtails. Like, just add a few extra strands of hair. I don't think it takes that much effort. I mean, they completely changed Gabriel's hair in season 5, thank god, because it looked like crap. But they didn't add a tiny strand of hair for Mari. Anyway, that's like the smallest issue the show has. Like, let's not talk about plot issues. Cause, you know, I feel like we all have a love-hate relationship when it comes to this show, because we all wanna see some things happen. Like, we have a list of things that we wanna see in the show, and we know they're gonna happen because they were hinted throughout all the seasons and the specials, but it's so annoying how much time they take until they happen. And also, that's another thing, like, we know what's gonna happen in the end, so it's not gonna be a big surprise. So I am expecting some plot twists or extra elements for the season finale and even until the season finale, and I don't want them to just throw random things that weren't hinted in the past. I want extra things that will surprise me, that are connected to some things that happened in the past, but more subtly. Like, not like the fact that Marinette and Adrian will end up together, because we know that's gonna happen, right? And the hints weren't subtle at all. But I also want, you know, some extra stuff, and I mean, I'm talking too much about the plot, I'm not here for that, so moving on. I also added an extra pop of color in her hair.
I like a little edge and a little pop in my hair, so I wanted to add something different
To kinda help her hide her identity more. And I know the magic protects their identity, but still, some of them get cool, super different hair changes, while other heroes' hair almost remains the same. So I want this to be like a rule in my redesigns. Every hero gets an extra color or a completely different color for their hair. But if an extra color is too much, I'll just make a different hairstyle without the color. And if a hairstyle it's already great in the show, I won't make changes. Like for Rina Rouge or Purple Tigress, I don't think I'll make too many changes for those two. So yeah. Hey guys, future me here. So I was a bit worried because I thought there weren't gonna be too many differences between Ladybug and Marinette's hair, because Ladybug looks very good with the current hairstyle that she has, and in the sketch I already did Marinette and Ladybug with the same hairstyle basically. So I thought I wasn't gonna be able to obey my own rules basically. And I was like, okay, so hairstyles are gonna be the same, but maybe I can change the color because I already said I'm gonna add an extra color. But I kind of didn't like how Ladybug looked with the extra colors. First, I added some red. I didn't like that because there's already so much red on her outfit. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make Ladybug's hair a brighter blue, kinda like her spacesuit. So Ladybug's default hair, it's gonna be light blue, and if I'm gonna draw her space, actually I'm gonna draw her and Cat Noir's space suits because I wanna redesign those. Like, Ladybug's kinda cute, but I hate what they did for Cat Noir's space outfit. They did him dirty, okay? I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll have to make Ladybug with lighter blue and Marinette with darker blue, cause there won't be any differences otherwise. And then I was like, oh wait, but I can make Marinette with black hair, because there were the 3D concepts before the show aired of Marinette with black hair, you know? So I was like, okay, I can make Marinette with black hair and Ladybug with blue hair, but I still wanted to keep Ladybug with lighter blue hair, because if they have the same hairstyle and one of them has black hair and the other one has just dark blue hair, it's not that big of a difference. And I was like, you know what, I'm giving up. It's not gonna be any difference aside from hair colors and the extra elements that I put in Ladybug's hair. But then when I started to draw Marinette, I was like, okay, I wanna try and change her hairstyle, you know, because for Ladybug I didn't want to change her hairstyle because it looks very good as a hero hairstyle. But when it comes to Marinette's design, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't dislike it, but if I were to make changes to it, I wouldn't be upset, you know? So I completely changed her hairstyle, and at first I thought she's not gonna be recognizable anymore, or it's not gonna suit her, but it suits her very well. And in the beginning I wasn't very excited when I was about to draw Marinette's civilian form, but now I'm very excited because I really enjoy how the sketch turned out, like the retouch of the sketch, because I changed her hairstyle. I also incorporated some Chinese elements because I feel like Marinette's current design lacks some Chinese elements because she's half French, half Chinese, and I hope I did a good job at blending the two. I looked at some references on the internet, and you know, when I did her hairstyle, I was thinking a bit of Puka. I don't know if you're familiar with that show. So I wanted to make like a blend between a traditional Chinese outfit and a regular day outfit. Maybe I should have made a full body version of her civilian form too, or something. Maybe I'm gonna make another video with some outfits for Marinette, or maybe I'm gonna make a video where I only draw Marinette and Adrian's civilian forms redesigned, basically. So yeah. That being said, I also added a third color to Ladybug's suit, which is actually a shade of gray, maybe a slightly reddish one. I'm recording this before finishing the drawing, so I don't know what shade of gray this will end up as, so yeah. And I also didn't add the extra hair color yet, so I don't know how that will look either, but I'm trusting future me to make that look as good as possible. So yeah, I wanted to add a third color because I wanted to separate the elements from her suit a bit more, and if I did that just using black and red like she currently is, it would be a bit too boring for my liking. So I added a color to kind of replace the skin, you know, because I didn't want to show skin, to be more protected. But maybe I will in the final version, I don't know, future me will decide, because I wanted to also show some skin for other miraculous holders to kind of break the predictability of the outfit and to add some variety, and to also lean more into the magical girl show aspect of it. Because, you know, this show, it's a mix between a magical girl show and a superhero show. It's not just one of them, and their outfits resemble more a classic modern superhero, and I don't really see the magical stuff. stuff, you know? Except, you know, for Pigela, but we don't talk about Pigela, okay? But if you pay attention to other magical girl shows, they show some skin in their outfits around the arms and legs because they have more of a uniform, not a hero outfit. So I really wanna play more with the superhero and magical girl aesthetics and blend them together, and some suits I will make them more hero-y, others more magical girly, but I will show some elements of both in all of them. At least I will try. I don't know if I'll succeed. And now let's talk about her powers. So I know many people say that she's overpowered, and I completely agree, especially when you compare her to the rest. So other YouTubers usually, when they make rewrites for the show, they nerf her a bit and take away one of the powers, because in case you didn't know, she has the lucky charm, which gives her a random object, and also she can restore everything that was destroyed during the fight, and also she can de-evilize Akumas and Amox. So it's kind of like 3 powers. But I have a different solution to these, which is, instead of making her only have 1 power, I would add a secondary power to all the other miraculous holders, or maybe even 3 powers. I know that's crazy, but it would be so cool and would add more complexity, and they will be more useful on their own, cause some of their powers are totally useless when they are not in a group. Like Pigela has the power to show you your biggest wish, and basically she just distracts you for a bit. So how do you defeat a villain without power? Or even Shelter, Carapace's power, you could hide or potentially trap the villain, but it wouldn't protect you from every villain, you know? You get the idea. I think everyone should be able to fight on their own and have multiple attacks, and when they come together, they are even stronger. So for Ladybug, I'll keep her current powers, and for Cat Noir, I'll add some more, because I'm all about equality, guys, and I think Cat Noir deserves more love, and I think he was treated kinda roughly, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. So, but we'll see how I buff Cat Noir's powers in my next video. But there is a slight change that I want to make to Ladybug's powers, which is to switch how her lucky charm works. So I basically want her to first look around, figure out a plan, and then she thinks of an object that would work for the situation, and the lucky charm will give her what she wants. I know this kind of takes away from the surprise, and I think that the creators of the show wanted to kind of show how Ladybug is able to take advantage of the situation and be able to use whatever the lucky charm gives her, but I kinda don't like how she just gets a random object. It's kinda like she's not even using the charm decides for her, you know? So yeah, I made this little change. Okay, so I did some more changes to Ladybug's powers because I started to write a little bit for the Cat Noir video, and now their powers are kind of more connected, but I'm not gonna talk about them now. I'm gonna talk about both Ladybug's and Cat Noir's powers and how they work together in the Cat Noir video, which I don't know when I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be my next Ladybug video, definitely, but it's not gonna be the next video on my channel because I'm gonna be probably uploading other stuff before that, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And I think that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my redesign and my thoughts. Let me know in the comments how you would change her powers. I'd love to see that. I hope I did a decent job with this video. I'm still new to this YouTuber thing, and if you have any feedback, please let me know. If you liked the video and you want to see more, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm almost at 100 subs, guys. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, now have an amazing day/night. Bye.